Howdy folks, Rob MaximumRD here, and I got this package. I know who it's from. It is from the fellow YouTuber and gamer Qbertaddict1. Qbertaddict1. I've mentioned his name before. Please check out his channel. Link in the description as always. And I know what this is. He told me he would be sending this. And just to let you know, long story short, I had bought an item for a handheld. Unfortunately, in an attempt to, get something very cheap, but good, which is, usually successful when I deal with Deal Extreme. My problem was I was just too impatient and I didn't properly check specifications and compatibility and such. And I did receive the item, but unfortunately it just doesn't work. Through no fault of the item. Again, it just was not the proper specification. So I had let Qbertaddict1 know about this. Because initially the item that I had ordered was after seeing a video of his and seeing how useful it was for this handheld. And anyways, here's the item he sent me right there. That is an actual CAANOO. Wow, it's the actual branded CAANOO. Awesome. Thank you very much. It's a USB wireless Wi-Fi adapter, okay, which is really cool. He was demonstrating a app for the CAANOO handheld that basically utilized wireless Wi-Fi to connect to the online, basically the online GP2X CAANOO. Sorry, is it GP2X? No, I guess it's just the CAANOO these days. Right there. Not sure if I've shown you this before. The CAANOO handheld. It is a successor in a line of handhelds, which started with the GP32 and then the GP2X, neither of which I have now. I just have the CAANOO. And currently, this is actually my favorite handheld. I know that might seem odd. I have a DS. I have a I have a Nintendo DS, one of the original fat models. And I have a flash card for that. I have like 2 Sony PSPs with hacked firmware, although I haven't, really kept up with it in a while. And so you might be wondering, why would this be my favorite? And simple reason, the Sony PSP is an awesome device, no mistake there, especially once you hack the firmware and start running emulators and things like that. But my thing with that is, of course Sony, and I don't blame them, they're constantly revising their firmware, and in order to play the latest titles, you have to upgrade the firmware, which makes your old hack firmware incompatible, then you have to update it again. It's basically you're always playing leapfrog with most consoles and handhelds and devices from the big manufacturers, which is, that's the price you pay. If you want the benefits of running emulators and hacked games and things like that, well, that's the price you have to pay. But what I like about the CAANOO handheld and the other ones before it is they run on a Linux kernel. And because of this, although, they don't really have a long line of big retail commercial games, they weren't really designed for that. They were basically designed to be, right out of the box, what the other devices are after you've hacked them or replaced the firmware, which is basically an open source handheld device, media device. I mean, it does everything, MP3, games, emulators, so on and so forth, but it supports and actually encourages the development community to make these things. So this is just currently my favorite handheld. It's what I use for everything. It's what I carry with me when I go out, the GP2X CAANOO. Really like it. So, back on track, as I was saying. Thank you very much, Qbertaddict1. Check out his channel. This was the original one that I had bought. It looks cool because it's really tiny, of course. That was the big feature. I thought would be really cool. And you know, you plug it into the USB port right down there. If I do it in the right way, and then you can see it's practically, you know, almost, you can't hardly notice it plugged in there, but it doesn't work, so that makes it useless. So after describing my situation to Qbertaddict1, and after a few emails back and forth, and he's always been so very, very helpful, he basically told me, hey, he had an extra one of the wireless adapters that does work, and he had a newer one, so he'd send me his original, which, as you can see, he's done. This is the original unit right there. So this is, and it is CAANOO branded, so this is actually made for this device. So that is awesome. Let me see, try to plug it in here. Let's see. So obviously this device will, you know, it sticks out a bit more, but there. Okay, but really the only app that really makes this worthwhile is a app that connects to the online archive of programs and apps and games for this handheld. And once you run the app, I don't know if you can see my background there, it's pretty cool. Once you run the app, it basically allows you to connect to the archive wirelessly, select the game or app or, you know, whatever file that you want from the online archive, and then download it directly to your handheld's card. No need for mucking about. This is the app here. The problem is it's probably not going to work at this moment because I had changed some configurations trying to get it to work with the incompatible Wi-Fi device. So I doubt it will hook up. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see, what does it say? No, see, it just went back to its screen. I just have to change some files around, and possibly I'll do an update video. But bottom line, this will get you, this wireless USB hub will get me connected once I fix some files that I kind of mucked about with. Configuration files, and then I should be able to hook up with my wireless router to the online archive and get myself some games and apps. Not that I can't get them anyway. I mean, there is a website for that specific purpose, but it's like, go to the website, download the files, unarchive them or whatever, transfer them to your memory card, stick them into your CAANOO handheld, and then you run it and go from there. With this little baby right here, I should be able to just download it directly to my handheld. So possibly an update video soon when I get this all configured and running properly. In the meantime, please check out Qbertaddict1 in the link down there, and he has many helpful videos regarding this device and other handheld devices. He seems to be really into the handheld scene. He's helped a lot with the configuration of emulators and things like that. I'm sure you'll find his channel interesting. So once again, thank you very much, Qbertaddict1, and everyone go check out his channel. You won't regret it. Okay, MaximumRD out. Thanks again for watching. See you soon.